All right, boys and girls, so now I'm going to be modeling for you how to write your facts about the moon. So the first thing you're going to do is write your title, which is going to be Moon, because we're writing all about the moon. So you're going to put it in that blank spot right there. Or if you're in your journal, you're going to write it on the first line of your journal, Moon. And then you're going to write by your name and the date. So for example, Mrs. Jackson has by Mrs. Jackson 4-13-20. And now I'm going to be writing 3 facts about my moon. Okay, and the first thing I'm going to say is the Earth has 1 moon. Notice I used an uppercase for the beginning of my sentence, finger space, Earth. Now I uppercased Earth because Earth is a name, just like if you're writing Adriano, you're going to write uppercase A for Adriano. If you're going to write Oliver, you're going to write uppercase O for Oliver. If you're going to write Berlin, you're going to write uppercase B for Berlin. So it is a name, so we uppercase it, just like our names. The Earth, finger space, has, finger space, 1 moon. And then I'm going to put a period. And then I'm going to say the moon has no air. The moon has no air. That means if we are on the moon, you have to be in an astronaut suit because they are specially made so that you can breathe in, since there is no air on the moon. And I'm also going to put in finger space 1969, finger space, Neil and Armstrong's going to be too big for right here, so I'm going to go to the back side of my paper. Armstrong, and again I'm capitalizing his name just like we capitalize our names. Like if your name is Jonathan, you're going to have an uppercase J or an uppercase H for Hamilton, just like an Armstrong is his last name. Same with Mrs. Jackson. If I always capitalize my J for Jackson. Okay, so that's how it's going to look. Neil, and so I wrote, in 1969, Neil Armstrong walked finger space on the finger space moon. Now, you do not need to stop there. You have to have 3 sentences, but you can have more than 3 sentences. Okay? So we could talk about how the moon. You can talk about how the moon moves around the Earth. You could talk about how the moon has craters. You could talk about how when the moon is full, it's called a full moon. When you see the whole moon, it's called a full moon. When it's a small moon, it's called a crescent moon. You can talk about the phases of the moon if you want to. You could talk about that the sun makes us see the moon. You can talk about how it takes almost a month for the moon to circle the Earth. I want to hear from you. I want to hear some different facts. So if you want, you may borrow one of Mrs. Jackson's facts, and then I want the rest of the facts to be all yours. If you write 5 sentences, you can use 2 of Mrs. Jackson's facts. Okay? I love you, boys and girls. I almost forgot that you need to have a matching picture, so does Mrs. Jackson. So I'm going to draw my best little astronaut head. And he's in an astronaut suit. I'm drawing Neil Armstrong putting our flag on the moon. And then I'm going to label it Neil Armstrong. And I'm going to put the year that it happened. Does yours have to match mine? No, it doesn't. Okay? All right.